Okay, hello my friends. How's it going? Let's see. Let's see who is here. Jer, hello. J Reggie, hi. LFK, hello. Good evening. Sahas, hello. Captain Mal. Firelina Blaze, hello, welcome. Gonin. On a flight back to Taiwan? 21 hours? That's so long. Wow. Amaray, hola. Mick, hello. Best believe that? Yeah, that's a long flight though. Kiko. Mochin, hello. Dr. Killswitch, hello, hello. Drew, hello, hello. How's it going? Okay, so the rest of this should be hopefully a fairly quick process. So last stream I put together a KVD fans tofu pad. Just put it aside earlier, and then I was partly through an EC Dolphin build, and at the point where I left off, we had actually done, we had lubed, we had put all the housings, we lubed the stabilizers, we lubed the rails of the housings as well for the sliders. And then I had done maybe like 1.5 rows of sliders with the silencing rings. And then I had to go because, you know, just had other things to do. And it just ran out of time. So in that time, I just completed the slider portion, which is just putting this silencing ring on and then putting them in each slot. So fairly straightforward. So what's left now is pretty much putting this together into the case. And so we need to put the springs, the conical springs, the domes, and then putting the build into the case, and of course testing it out. So we'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and snip these guys off, these PCB guides. So for that, I prefer using pliers. It's just easier this way. Okay. Can you put Deadbeats and Lifebeats on this? Yeah, we could do that. Yo, plastic bits. Hey, how goes it? Okay. So there go our PCB guides. And so the next step of this, I suppose. Actually, let me go find my I have like these plate holders, the Topper ones that I got from Nihon Jam. Let me get those actually. Let me see where they are. Put them somewhere around here, and I didn't see them earlier, so let me just get those real quick. I'll be right back, okay? Melee, thanks for the Prime Gaming sub. Thank you. And also good evening to you too. BRB. Okay, I can't seem to find them. I think I might have put it in some other box. It's like we're reorganizing stuff. Maybe I'll just use, since we just need equal height things, I think I'm just gonna use these boxes that I have. Like random stuff in there. They should hold up the plate. I hope. Yeah, okay. Okay. A little risky though. I'm so scared of this. Little tap and this will topple, right? You know what? I'll just maybe I'll use a smaller surface. Okay, that should be better. Even if they fall, they won't do a big fall, so that'll be easier. Okay. All right, so let's get these gold springs, these conical springs. Okay. And then get some other domes as well. Alright, so domes. So these are the light domes from DynaCap. So let's put these on first. Start with the easy sections. Gonna need to cut some strips here and there. Okay. Now let's start cutting. Let's start with the 4 piece segments on the F row. Was pleasantly surprised by DynaCap on my heavy grail. Oh, nice. What heavy grail do you have? Which color are we? Heavy grails are pretty nice. I heard that they're kind of hard to come about now. Heavy grails. Oh, this one got a little squished. Put that strip to the side. Kinda, yeah. Sunset Boulevard. Ooh, Sunset Boulevard is a nice one. I guess it's just kind of hard to come about because they're like not being made, right? I guess like no new drops kind of thing. So in the past quarter or so, there's been an uptick in demand for him, but I never really thought of him as rare. Yeah, me neither. I never really thought of them as rare myself. I just heard that people were kind of thirsting for him a little bit more these days. I don't have one, but you know. Have I tried Metapulse yet? No, I have not, actually. I haven't. I have very limited exposure to third-party stuff because I personally don't feel the need myself for them. So so unless they've been sent for me to check out, like either for a review or for like a customer build, like a client build, I haven't really had exposure. Like DynaCap, my exposure to this before this was pretty much Blue Ridge was my exposure, and then like at meetups, and then that was pretty much it. Metapulse never made, you know, like I never had Metapulse because I never got Metapulse for myself, and then I don't think anybody has sent any, so. For like a build for themselves. So yeah, I'm personally pretty happy with OEM DOEMS. So like for me, my personal preference for DOEMS is actually 45 gram OEM. So it's like the more ubiquitous one out of all of them. So I really I never felt the need to get more. Which, lucky me, honestly. I know people are like, oh, I want like 30 gram domes. I want like BKE or whatever, like the Keycaps ones, like the Redux ones and whatnot. I heard those also go for like a higher penny now, basically more valuable amount. But I mean, yeah, I don't really care for them. I'm kind of glad I don't. Surprised by Metapulse? Only used Topper this past year. Baby took a lot of naps with me in the office. No MX clack. Nice. Maybe I'll make a switch to Topper too. Back to where I began. There's been a rise in popularity of Topper due to increased availability of Topper products. Yeah, it's led to the popularity of the heavy grill because many find the HG sound very different from other Topper boards. It is different actually. Yeah. It is a bit different. That's probably agreeable, I think. That's why I just cut out the integrated plate from the Pro 2 and built it into my S60. That's sweet. Such tight tolerances, didn't need any lube for 1 U keys. Oh, really? That's pretty nice. Wait. Hold on, though. Tolerances? Lube? Wait. You don't need lube for Metapulse, but that has nothing to do with tolerances, right? Unless that's what you're wanting. I mean, I personally do lubing on Topper because I care about the sound. It's not about rattle, it's about the sound being different. But I mean, I guess if you consider the OEM stock sound and rattle, then I guess that's what you're. Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, yeah, I can see that then. Doesn't rattle also feel smooth? Huh, okay. I just like the sound that like wet lubricants give to the parts. So I guess that's what I'm going for when I do like lubed topre. I actually don't like stock topre at all. Not really, anyway. Like, I can use it. I don't yearn for it. Yeah, basically. So the tooling designed to integrate housing to OmniType. And the next word he's focused on is a 60% it's made like the Seneca. Right, I remember that from the video. Or was that email? I don't even know. Hi Nine, how are you? There probably won't be another heavy grade like board from Norval at that price point. He's going all in with the Seneca type designs. Seems expensive. But good for them. Good for Ryan. I mean, clearly the Seneca was successful despite the price tag. So good for them. Ultra high luxury. My preferred build is purple OEM with R59. Oh really? Yeah, no, I don't love the stock sound. I'm sorry. What's up, Nacho? How are you? Thought you'd be playing that Kinko Hamada City pop song on repeat. Is there a key set for this already? Yeah, LFK wanted Deadbeats. I tried DynaCap because I wanted to put GMK on the HG, but still prefer OEM. Oh yeah, you prefer... So even after DynaCap, you still prefer OEM, is what you're saying, right? I enjoyed when I tried like MTNU with the Blue Ridge. I thought that was pretty nice. But yeah, I do prefer cylindrical, like regular cylindrical. Like OEM. Does this mean I can sell my heavy grail for stongs? Probably. Don't quote me on it. I don't know, but it sounds like people really want one. People really are looking for heavy grails. So maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe do it now while you still can. Oh my god, these are super tangled up. Time to cash in on the 401kb. Yeah. Trade it for the watch of your dreams or something like that. Or maybe just a nice vacation. Now that oil prices are insane. A vacation is very expensive. On the airfare alone. Actually, everything went up. Sorry, my bad. Everything went up in prices. So, yeah. Living hard. Come on. Separate. These stupid springs are like super tangled up. Are these gonna be any better? No. Wait, these are too tangled up together, I think. I actually sold the one you built and bought another one in regular anno silver. Oh, nice. Okay. Wait, isn't that better? So you bought a better one after, or at least the config you would have preferred, I think. So yeah, cash in on the stonks. I'm sure everyone wants a nice silver heavy grill, or at least lookers who might want that. Prefer OEM HE integrated plastic plate is nice. Nothing beats plastic on top plate. Yeah, no, I agree. As much as the RF copers want to say that they really like their real forces and Leopolds and whatever over like an HKB, there's nothing like the plastic on HKB. Truly there isn't. Vending machine chips are now $2 at work, and my daily Coke Zero is $1. Wait, I thought was a can or bottle of Coke ever less than $1? Oh, I mean, I guess grocery store price or like even wholesale price would be, yeah. Not for a vending machine, I feel like vending machine like $1 is like the minimum. Come on. Stupid springs won't separate. Credit card points saved us on the airfare. Amex Cobalt, my beloved. Nice. I don't have any of the premium Amex cards actually. I only have, I think for Amex I only have like one of those the everyday cash, the non annual fee ones for like groceries and stuff. But for travel, I typically use like either one of the Chase ecosystem ones. I don't have a reserve. I have I think for my premium of that category I have a Venture X, which is pretty nice. It got worse thanks to the devaluation of Priority Pass. But it still has, the perks are pretty good still. Like we still get like, I mean, there's still like what, I think Venture X still offers like, it's like $3.95 annual fee, and then it still offers like the annual travel credit, and then I think it's like flat 2% on all purchases. But yeah. My wife and I got super lucky booking our Japan flights before Iran nonsense started. Yeah, I mean, it's just like my Keycon flights. How much did I even book mine for? It was not cheap. How much did my Keycon flights cost actually? Chicago. It cost us like basically like $700 round trip for 2 people, and that's from New York. So yeah. I mean, to be fair, we didn't book early for, you know, thinking that we wouldn't be able to make it at all. But yeah, the prices really did go up so much. It was 40 cents last year? What? Damn, that's a deal and a half for a can of Coke. Damn, okay. That sucks. We have oh, I see, you have a company that brings them. Oh, that's, yeah, that makes sense. If it's on the company side of things. Damn, dude. Life is hard now. Okay, come on, split up. Split up. Wow, this one is like so tangled up. This bunch here. It's just like, they're all so tangled up. Jesus. What's your trick on disentangling these? Do it one by one? Seems insane to me. I feel like they're just like standing on one another basically. I don't want to like undo each and every coil. Seems painful. Yeah, this is so much work. You gotta just throw them down lightly until you split. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's how I've been doing that. Yeah, like that. They split off like one by one ish. Just these package ones are a little bit more stubborn than the usual, I think. Probably because they were in that box and just kind of squished up, you know. And there's one. Oh, I thought I saw one, but no. It's more of a patience thing, more than anything. The strat is to send them to your favorite streamer so they can untangle the springs for you. Real. I might as well just post my build services on Fiverr. I will disentangle your toper springs for you. The springs are the worst part of building toper? Yeah. Yeah, easily. The most annoying part, that's for sure. Oh, damn it. I thought this was just laid on top of one another, but nope. Which way is the right way? I think it's this way. Oop. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Good start to your week. Today was hot out here. Is it hot where you guys are? But today here in New York, at least, like we hit. What's that in Fahrenheit? I mean, I guess for the Celsius users, it was like 31, 32 today. Pretty humid, too. Not rainy or anything, just humid and hot. Like 30, 31, 32, yeah. Whatever that is in Fahrenheit. It's like 90 maybe. I think 90 is like 32, 32, 33. Rainy and might have a frost? Jesus Christ. In Colorado? They should have organized KeyCon in Denver like that time they said they would, and then it got canceled because of COVID. Honestly, I was kind of, I don't know. Well, Chicago's nice too, but I was actually looking really forward to the KeyCon that was supposed to be hosted in Denver. We had like no winter though, so I'll take it. Okay, fair. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that cold. Well, we had a few of those storms this winter, but I wouldn't say it was like the coldest this year. We had some annoying storms in the way though this year here. Oh, damn it, I thought it split. Okay, I guess a lot of these I'll just have to split by hand. Where is the closest loop? Right here. There we go. I think it's this way. So we've been on the apartment search lately, and man, it's been tough. Bless you. saw one go down there. Hi Lightning, congrats. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dynamite Dosa. Very kind. We're excited, but we're mostly just stressed out. No, I wouldn't say stressed out. Running impatient with our housing search. Didn't think we would be moving so soon. It's a whole process, but it's a good thing, exciting thing, for sure. Are you going to stay in New York City or moving to Jersey? We're probably staying in the city. Like, we're moving further out in the boroughs, probably. But I think Jersey doesn't really work out for us because it's makes the commute kind of hard, essentially. Yeah. Like, we both work in office in the city, so it's but not like in different parts, so it's kind of complicated. Yeah. Bottom line is probably not Jersey because of because it's inconvenient for us rather than convenient. And also we don't really know too much about it to actually like jump on a decision that quickly about it. Yeah. I think Jersey might be like if we were like buying or something, but not for now. Yeah. What's that just now? Okay. Oop. Diego, please buy a house for your keywords and artisans. They need love too. Does anyone wanna get us one? That would be great. If it were that simple. The problem with housing in New York is that like fees are pretty expensive. Just like maintenance and whatnot if you're buying into like a condo and whatnot, for example. Oh, hi. Oh, is he eating? Oh, he's eating. Oh, sorry. You want to go through? Free childcare though? Free childcare in Jersey? No. In Jersey, no. Thanks to the new, well, it's not new. Thanks to the promises of Mr. Zoran Mamdani, maybe it's better out here in New York right now, huh? I think. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not like policies get implemented that fast either. It's a good start though. It's a good start. Good luck on your housing search. Oops, shit, I just dropped a spring reading that. Got it. I thought I was starting next year. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I mean, we'll see what we qualify for on stuff. Because I think they're first starting with 2K and 3K, right? I mean, it's not like daycare is gonna be like free here. So, yeah. We'll see how much of our support system we can rely on as well. Man, these are really not disentangling. Cousin might end up doing Queens for a couple of years when they had their first, but eventually left New York City to be closer to family for help. Yeah, so it's kind of rough for us in that sense. Like, so our jobs tie us closer to the city. Obviously, we're looking outwards towards Queens. I mean, well, I am already in Queens, but we're looking further out, basically. And then, you know, when it comes to like houses, like buying, it's a very different story. I can imagine we could do research on like Jersey and like other places too, but I mean, it's honestly like what we would be able to afford, because yeah, like at the end of the day, when it comes to New York City, or like even if it's within the 5 boroughs, right? Like if you're buying, like, so the problem is like co-ops are very binding on their terms, and they're cheaper, which is nice, but like you have to live in them, and in terms of value, it's not like they appreciate. Condos, on the other hand, they probably do appreciate, but the problem is you also have high maintenance fees. If you're buying an actual home, yeah, sure, you don't have maintenance, but then it's a question of price and many other things, right? How much work you have to put into them and whatnot. So, you know, they all show up in different forms. So we would have to see, but and then obviously for us, like, since we're expecting it will be like a matter of like school districts and yada yada, right? Yegor, hello. You begin September 2026. Yeah, we'll see how much we get covered when the time comes for us to qualify. Obviously, we can't sign up for anything because we don't, you know, not yet. But yeah, you both thinking in New York City long term then? I think career wise, it's likely. Yeah, career wise, it's very likely. For me, I'm probably more flexible than my wife is. In terms of career, but for her career, it has to be some form of big city. She did work in Chicago before, and she doesn't really want to go back to the Midwest. Yeah, so it's kind of a toss up, honestly. But yeah, it would be very much depending on where the job market takes us to, you know, at the same time as obviously opportunities for the kid. But yeah, same TBH on the Midwest thing. Yeah, it's nice, but I think we kind of both agreed on similar sentiments, and so yeah, I personally don't think we would end up in the Midwest. I really doubt it. I mean, like I've actually tried to kind of convince her on like maybe West Coast or other parts of the country, but yeah, we haven't come to that kind of resolution yet. So I think for the foreseeable future, I think we see ourselves here in the city. If anything, I feel like it's a lot more likely for us to move to like Toronto than to like California. The only problem with moving to like Ontario, like Toronto area, is we take a much bigger pay cut, so to speak. but I mean, there's stuff to gain being close to a different kind of support system and whatnot. So yeah, because like her family's from that area, so yeah, so that would help immensely. But I don't know, right? Like it's different, right? It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of all up in the air in that regard. Oh, nice, we're done. Yeah. We would actually contemplate moving to Ontario. Yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, she grew up there, so she knows it best. I know it fairly well now. So we would contemplate it, but it would depend. Actually, I think for her the career portion would be harder if she considered it because of the line of work. Yeah, would have to relicense and whatnot. So yeah. Don't move to California, IMO, if you don't have a support system here. Yeah, the only support system I would have there is I have siblings, and they're in California. So and like, I mean, my parents, they're still around and they're not in California, but I'm sure if I said I moved to California, they would move for sure. But you know, but it's you know, then you know, on my in-law side, they become the further ones, right? The distant ones. That puts us in a bind a bit, putting distance there too. So it's a bit of a, it's, you know, it's more of a delicate issue in terms of like who, I guess it's not about winning an argument, but it's more so about like how we decide that. I guess what our preference and where our preference end up landing on that. And yeah, it's tough. Not an easy situation to navigate, I guess. Florida, disgusting. I don't ever see ourselves in Florida either. Yeah, honestly, it's I think we only see ourselves in the big cities for the most part, so it's kind of tough. If you don't have a car, you're gonna need a car. It's rough. I mean, both of us have like used a car, like we had cars. I don't think that would be as rough. Also, I grew up in Mexico City, where I was very much used to traffic. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I kind of get it. As it is, we're as we move further out into like Queens and other places, like I think we are debating getting a car ourselves now. So yeah. Although I don't think that'll be soon. It'll only come when it's out of pure need. So yeah. Okay, so these are lined up fairly well, I think. Let me just double check. There's no doubles. Okay, they do look fairly lined up. Okay. The insurance. Oh, it's about buying the car. The insurance premiums for new California drivers as well. Oh yeah, true that. Yeah. Ugh. Just think about it. It's kind of stressful. All right. Let's hope this all works. Obviously, we haven't ever built a Dolphin with this kit and whatnot, so we'll see if it all lines up properly and everything. Wait, see a little hair. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. So I think that's a T. Oh, oops, screwdriver. T6. So our T6 screws. Alright, hope for the best. Take this one. Wait, I don't know if it... Maybe... Is this? Okay, I can't tell. I'm not sure. Is this supposed to be... Are these holes threaded? We're supposed to be threaded? Like, are they supposed to thread in? Let me see if I can hold it like this. They do look threaded actually, so I just need to reach them properly. Okay. Maybe I'll need to just press. Does he need standoffs? I'm not sure. I'm not reaching the threads with these. Hold on. Okay, we might. Let me see. I'm gonna see one of the edge screws. See if. Hold on, let me check. From this side, does it thread? Is it threaded? It is threaded, but the threads, the hole is slightly too large actually. Yeah, these screws are a little too thin. Are these? Hold on. I might have some other screws. Pretty sure Hype threaded the plate. Yeah, no, they do look threaded, but the screws that I have here are not quite feeling like they're going on, basically. I don't know how else to explain it. They're kind of going through the plate. I'm just gonna screw them on without anything. And yeah, they're just going right through. They're slightly too. It's either the holes are too big, or the threading process made it too big. They're just going right through. Let me see if I have a different set of screws. Give me a sec. I might have some other screws here. I'm not sure if it's the right length, but I just want to see if they actually thread through. Because I want to know if the plate is useless in terms of the threaded holes, or if it's just the screws. Give me 1 sec. I wonder if the threads are... No, it's a diameter. It's a diameter. The diameter is too big. Yeah. It's definitely the diameter of the threads. So T6 should be equivalent to M2s probably. I'm gonna bring M2s and M2.5s and see if they go through and thread. Yeah, so M2 is too thin. M2s are too thin, which are equivalent to the T6 screws that DynaCap provides. So let me try M2.5s here. But M2.5s look too big to me. I think M2.5s are too big. But we can try. Oh, no. M2.5s work. All right. Yeah, these are not T. He threaded 2.5. Okay. All right. What's the length of these? I might have enough screws. So there's a 50 pack of 7.6 millimeter screws. Okay, that's a very exact number. Maybe 8 millimeter will do. So I might have enough. Let's hope for the best. M 2.5 times 8. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's try this. I have all of them in hand. I have like a box of M2.5s, a box of M3s, and a box of M2s. It's just as you start doing this keyboard thing, it just occurs to you that you might need them. So I just have them now. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. So where's the YFS variety pack? You want to send me one? I'll have it if you send me one. But I didn't feel the need to buy more because I already have some. So okay. So let's try this again. Okay, that tightened up. Okay, cool. You can afford it, streamer man? I mean, I can afford it. I don't need it, though. I'm not gonna buy something I don't need. Default on hype is M2.5, but the hardware kit comes with M2? Yeah. I think that's the problem then. Okay, well, hey, someone had to fail to know this, so that future experimenters don't have this problem. Now the question is, I don't know which ones are screw holes and which ones aren't. Aren't rather. Also, I need to test the rest of this. So let's put a couple of corner pieces here, and then we'll try the domes first. Okay, is that enough to keep it compressed-ish? I think so. Okay. Okay. Hi Kupo, how are you? Okay. Could do a little bit more lube, honestly. Just a little bit more. Hello. Okay, I'm done. Okay. All right. Let's try. Okay. Oh wait, oh, 625. Forgot. Picked out a 7U spacebar by habit. Hello. Ni hao. Insty. He said ni hao. Don't look at me like that. Judgmental. Insty. Insty. My wife just looked at me judgingly because I think I think everyone agrees that every Chinese person looks at you judgingly when a non-Chinese person tries to say anything in Chinese, and it sounds wrong. I mean, well, naturally, but I think even more so. Hey, at least she's not HK, right? We're way worse. Do you think you're better? Okay. Just shrugged. Said, shrug. Please say ni howdy, partner. That I know. The land of the free. I seen them. I get it on my feed. Hawk Drua. Hawk Drua. Dude, how many screws does this need? It's so many. Probably gonna run out, actually. I might have enough M10s and some washers. Might have to do that. Let's see. This one. Are the washers stocky? No, they're just metal washers. Maybe they are stocky. Wait, is there a screw hole for every one of these? Do these really need that many screws? It's crazy. The amount of screws on this. You making coffee? Oh, I guess it is. Oh, for tomorrow. Okay, okay. Let's hope there is clearance for the screw heads. Yeah. Should be fine because the screw heads are no taller than the JST. But hopefully at the bottom it's not an issue. That's the only thing I'll be a little bit worried about. But I think the Dolphin is on the more what's up? Wait, what do you need? Oh, do you need a timer? How much? What? 32? Oh, it's 544. Times 2? 1,088? Hand grinder is dedication. Yeah, we use hand grinder for coffee stuff because we don't like make more than like once a day at most, and that's like probably like now that we're back into coffee a little bit, it's been more often, but we don't even drink coffee every single day at home, so. Oh wait, that's such a long screw. This one does not look like a... Huh. These screws, they're a little too long, I think. I think that's gonna be problematic, right? Let's see. Oh, actually, no. Actually, even with the 10mm, let me see. Let me get a keycap. Keycap might interfere. Yeah, that's what I'm checking right now. Oh, actually, it doesn't hit. It does not hit. Barely, but it doesn't hit. Yeah, wow. It actually bottoms out right before. I don't know how to show this. Can I show this? Oh, that's the question. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Now. It just barely clears at the bottom. No washers? Yeah, no washers, then it would probably hit. Yeah. I have enough washers, so that's not a problem. What about DCS? Probably fine. I can take a look. What? Why don't you just... It's fine. Okay. I brought DCS. Let's see. Yeah, that does not hit the keycap. It's crazy, but it doesn't. How do I show this best? Yeah, there. Oh, wait. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Amazing. Makeshift building over here. I mean, it's fine because as soon as you get replacement M2.5s, you can just replace the screws. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Maybe, I mean, you'll know which screws they are because they have the washer. The ones with the washer are M10s, M2.5 times 10 screws. So you'll know. Let's see. Here. Wow, pure luck, I think. We're managing to do this. But the question is, will I run out of M10s? I mean M2.5 times 10 before I get to the end is the real question. I don't even know. I guess maybe if, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what we can manage over here. That one doesn't have one, I think. Here. Okay. Now the real question is, I don't know why it has so many screws on the bottom row. It's like so many. What's Mr. Koopa talking about? Basketball? I don't think the 6mm ones reach, right? Probably not. No, they don't. Let's see. Do I have any more M2.5 and 10 that is anywhere here. Let me see, let me see. M2, okay. Is the NBA Finals? Oh, playoffs. Okay, I see. I see. I don't follow sports now, so I hardly know. Okay, I guess the real question now is, why are there so many bottom row screws? I'm missing a few. I might have some more. Okay, I ran out of the M2.5 times 10 over here, but I do know I have more screws. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna look for a few more. Give me like a couple minutes. BRB. Okay. I'm looking for some more screws here. Let's see. There's some here, but they're not the right cap. And I guess I could use those. M2, M3, M2.5, not the right length. Oh, okay, I got some more here. And I got some more here. Okay. Just gonna double check though. M3, 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 M3. Okay, these are all M3s. Okay. So I do have some more. Guess I didn't open these, so I'll just use the other ones. I have some M2.5 times 10. I think I need like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 more. 6, 7! I know. I know. Even the Pope did it. I saw that. The American Pope. I know, it's pretty dumb. No, the Chicago Pope? Yes. Very good, thank you. Drew told me to say 6'7" in chat. Wow, 6'7". Have we moved on to a new meme yet? I don't know if. I don't know whenever that's gonna happen. They move on fast though, so it's just a matter of time. This year meme cycle kind of slow. Yeah, dude, it's the gas prices. It's too expensive. Okay. I think we're basically done here. Okay. All right. I think that should do it. Just double check we're good on. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do. So if I have any long screws here, I'm gonna move them. No, actually no. Never mind. It should be fine. Because even if they're from a lower profile, they should bottom out because of the housing. Yeah, so they don't really hit the screw. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. I think we're good. I guess the next step would just be to calibrate it and test it before we put it in the case, right? So how did that work again? It was plug it in, I guess, first, and then open via. Okay. There. Okay. And then go to EC tools. No, where was this? Calibration. Board calibration. Okay. And then bottom out on each of them. And then turn that off. And I think it's supposed to work. Yeah. Okay, so that shows up. Okay, now we can go to key tester and just check it. Oh, it's the wrong F13 configuration. So layouts, FRØDE F12, unified right shift, bottom row. 6.25U, and we can remap the F row. Right. Okay. And then I think this is. Wait, is it right? Is it right win first and then menu? Yeah, and then layer key, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Seems right. Okay, now we can just check. Okay, boom. There we go. All right, so very nice. Everything's good. Okay, pretty much done with VIA. Can unplug it. And I guess we just put it into the board, right? Let's do that. Okay, I can put my little screw thingies away. Along with these guys here too. Wait, do you calibrate it already? Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I just calibrated it. So, do you know how to do it? Like for the Cipula stuff? So you basically go on VIA, and then you go to the menus. It's like EC tools, and then you go to calibration. You like toggle the calibration, and then you bottom out on each and every one of the sliders, and then you toggle it off and it's calibrated. Okay. So it holds my hand. That's all I need to know. It doesn't say it on the screen, but once you do it one time, you'll know for the rest of them. Cipula has a video on YouTube that shows you exactly what to do, and it's very straightforward. Very, very straightforward. So even if I'm not holding your hand in this process, Cipula can do it as well. Midnight and Company, hi, how you be? I'm doing all right. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's try this out. So we need to put this build out and put the new one in. Is that a Tofu 60? Yeah, it's a Tofu 60. It's actually pretty nice. I actually really like the board. I think it's pretty sweet. Okay, let's open it up. I'm trying to fix my typewriter and I'm having a time. Well. Sorry to say I'm not actually knowledgeable with typewriters, but they are definitely much more of a process, mostly because a lot more places where things can bind due to the way they work, and also different typewriters have different systems for the way that mechanism goes. So best of luck though. That CF carrying case is nice though. Yeah, they came with pretty nice cases. The Dolphin 2021, I think, is what the board is. Yeah, they came in pretty nice cases. It's like custom molded and everything too. It's fine. I know the problem, just not the person to fix it. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, here's the moment of truth, I guess. It is that... Okay, first let me... guess I can just leave the screws here. And then I can just... well, actually, let me see if I can get some way here. You know what? I see a couple of those longer screws in between the like in the frame portion. I'm just gonna swap them with the shorter ones, just in case. I don't think they're in the way, but just in case they are when I close the case, and so that would, you know, cause a problem. Swap it with a location where I know there's not a problem with that. So that would be this one, for example. So this one should run flush here, but it won't here. And this one and this one. And this one over here too. Okay. Okay. What are you watching? It's so obnoxious. Hey Diego, do you have a list of your personal boards and keycaps? No, I don't. No, I do not. Okay, this one over here. Okay, that should be good now. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't seem to interfere. All right, sweet. I guess I'll just take them out actually. Probably easier to line everything up from the top. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have some interference, I think. I'm not sure where though, so let me check. Okay, so I will say there is some interference with the screws. I don't think these side ones can go. So I'm gonna remove it and see how it goes. the housing for the EC stuff is actually not fitting. Seems to fit most of the way. Let me see where it gets stuck. It's hard to tell. It's like almost there. It's very slight, but which one is it? I'm not sure. Is it Dremel time? Oh, I don't know. I don't know yet. We're seeing. Just trying to see where the interference is, but it's very hard to tell. It's like a very narrow gap here for me to see. Definitely doesn't just fit though. I am thinking it's either the because this end fits, screws can go through. Take those out first. Just kind of sitting in the way. And it's so little, but I feel like the housing for escape and tab over here are basically like barely cutting it, like not cutting it rather. It's like almost there, but not. I think they're hanging on the ledge here. Yeah. Like so these. So let me show you from this angle. So right now this part is seated. This part is seated. The bottom is pretty much all seated. The top is pretty much almost seated, but I think these two right here, which are the leftmost ones, are barely, basically just barely hanging on the inner ledge. That's my guess. So I don't know. I could try to trim them actually. It is not too bad. I don't know how much of it it's gonna like. I don't know if it's gonna cause like instability. So it's already got 69 screws anyway. Yeah. So should we experiment and snip the housing a little? Do we do this? No, it's not the screw. It's not the screw. The screw I already removed. It's the housing. I think I'm gonna try trimming it down, okay? Alright, I'm gonna try trimming it down. Give me a sec. I need to do this kind of carefully. So the PCB is fine, it's just the housing. So I'm just gonna trim it down very slightly here. Let me look at a give me one sec. I'm gonna bring something to just I need to take a look at something. This is a new frontier in keyboard science? Of course. Okay. So Oh, okay. So actually, there is actually enough room to trim without compromising the slider. There's plenty of room. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay, so I think we should be able to trim without compromising the way the housing fits. Hopefully, if it does, then you know we'll see. But I think there's enough room to trim over here. Let me just take a look. Okay. I mean, I think the easiest way would be for me to undo everything to do this, but it's a lot of screws. So I'm gonna see if I can trim it from the top. Weight reduction for aero. Could think of it that way, sure. Okay, here comes a piece. Let's see now. Okay. I may have to. Okay. So let me try on this here. Do you have the Urushi caps by show? No, I don't. I do not, sorry. I do not. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, I do think I'm gonna have to reopen this up to do it better. So it's gonna help me if I'm gonna modify two housings slightly. I'll show the end result in just a bit, but I mean, I guess I'll show the end result if it works. How's that? It's easier to cut this way. I think these two look good. What's the interference? So basically these housings, so I already tore this one, but I don't think that's properly torn, so I need to actually reseat a new housing there for the dome to actually work. But I think this one is hanging on the ledge. Basically, yeah. So even if I try to do this like this, it seems to sit on one side but not the other. File. The problem with filing is I don't have a stable enough surface to do it with, and I don't want to compromise the dome, so I think I'm just gonna remove the slider and replace them with these, which it's not too bad. There is a bajillion screws, but it's not like the end of the world. Fortunately, with DynaCap, at least, alignment is a lot easier, so I'm not nearly as worried when it comes to it. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, hello. Who's this? Hello, hello. Simon, hello. Happy baby time. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. We made big advancements in science. Thanks for the raid. Simon, how are you? Wait, Simon? Streaming? At this time? That's pretty late. Damn. Okay, so I'll have to realign a bunch of these because I see that the dome's stuck to the PCB here. Look at that. But no biggie. Let me get those holders again. Banger stream by Simon. Simone wanted to do drunk stream, so he picked nighttime. Oh, I see. I see. We're struggle busing with some EC today. Basically, issues with the fitment of all the parts. Actually, this one I can remove. And if you're building EC, then you need to be drinking as well. I don't drink these days. Not much anyway. But I would take a beer. I would take a beer for this. Okay. So let me how do I do this without like bumping all the springs and stuff? I'm gonna see if I can like how to do it without ooh. Okay, I think I got one end. What's your preference in dome weight? Oh, my personal preference? I'm a 45 gram preferer. I like 45 gram OEM the best. I use some 55 every so often, but it's not a, for me it's not a good daily dome weight personally. Yeah. For OEM I prefer 45 by far. Like yeah. For sure. Okay, how do I do this without messing everything up? Do I just, you know what? Do I just carefully remove these? Do I just do this like that? I guess that's probably the best way to do this, actually. Maybe I'll gather all these screws over here. Thank God for... Oh, I guess they're not all magnetic. Is EC linear? No, it's it's tactile for the most part. There's now like, I guess you have like those pseudo EC Okay, this sucks, but we got to this point, so I just gotta do it. Hurry up. Try to get it done right. Okay. Okay, so now let's remove this guy. Now I think I can sort of push this one through. Okay, you know, where's that bottom housing from earlier? 'Cause one way to seeing. Does seem to be a tight fit though. Maybe I need to do the same with the other housings on the left side too. On the right side, my bad. But let me see if it you know what? We're already here, so I'm gonna do the same to these housings on the other side. So okay, so for those who don't know what's going on, basically the inside of the Dolphin case has an overhang here for the plate, but it's tight enough for the PCB for the PCB to fit through, but not enough for the housings that stick out slightly. So I'm trimming them out and then making them fit, because that is pretty much the only way they'll fit. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. In terms of EC, have you tried Astrodomes yet? I have not. I have not tried Astrodomes yet. Okay, from here, actually, you know what? Had to do the same with my F1. Oh, okay, so I'm not the only one who did this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's true. They fit. I wish I knew before. I should have checked beforehand. That the cutout for the inside would be a little short, basically. ECF1, not this one, but I mean, Gorkas Willem is saying that they did it, so yeah. Should've, would've, could've, yeah. Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's kind of hard to do this without tilting it over. There we go. Okay, so the easy way to trim them, I start, you see, I see that little hole here, so I start there. So because that's where the slider sits, so you don't want to cut the rail at all. So you want to just cut around the rail. And it basically cuts flat if you do it from there. Yeah. Do you not have a sandpaper file? No, this is easier actually. Cuts it nice and flat. So sandpaper would actually be a little bit more work. I do have a file and I do have sandpaper, but I prefer this for the cleaner cut because I can actually draw straight lines with this. Yeah, cuts pretty flush. So you cut that much off? Yeah. Basically, plenty enough for it to not be close to the edge. Yeah. So it's a significant amount of plastic. So yeah, filing it would work, but not 100% sure how much plastic I would be cutting here. So. I mean, how much I'll be having to file, rather. So, yeah, this is way easier. Turns out to be, at least. So that should be good. Okay. Can you see a side by side of the original housing versus... Yeah. Oops. Yeah, so where's the extra housings? Yeah, so there. That's about as much as I'm cutting. Yeah. More or less. More or less. Hi. Okay. So that's that. Does your partner work? If so, how long is maternity leave? I think it depends. I think it's either like 3 or 4 months, because you have to count leave plus time for bonding. Yeah. What about the 2Us? The 2Us are fine. They're slightly more in compared to the other housings, so they don't interfere. Yeah. So, I mean, can try to take a look with this. But now it actually sits all the way through. Yeah, so. Yep. Happy Monday. Hi, Cam. Happy Monday. Happy Tuesday now, actually. Happy Tuesday now. It is Tuesday now. For me, at least. Okay. So that's done. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one, at least in terms of putting it back together, but now that this is over, the rest should be quicker. Okay. Toper modding always has hiccups. Well, I think this is kind of more outside of the norm because it's basically an EC conversion on the fly. The case is not designed to fit EC. Like, if you design it for EC, then you would be taking into consideration that you got these housings that are slightly, like, basically have a bigger footprint than MX switches. So you would have to take that into account, but because the case itself is not designed for that, hiccups are kind of expected. It's somewhat inevitable in that regard. But yeah. Are you usually not a fan of metal cases for Topre? I don't mind them. It's not that I'm not a fan. I actually do have like a couple. But if I had to choose one, I do still prefer having plastic. Yeah, I do still prefer the plastic ones overall. So. The nice thing about these DynaCap things, like the third-party stuff now, it's like they basically have alignment built into them, which is super nice. Big quality of life improvements here and there, from the domes to the Conical Springs and all that stuff. So just kind of like double check that they're lined up and they're sort of self-aligned. Pretty sweet. Okay. Okay. Which metal cases do you have? I have a Digilog, and I have, so that's also like an RF, like a Real Force swap-in case. I have like the old ones. I have a KVD mod case and a Digilog. I used to have a Norvaforce, but I got rid of it because I wasn't really using it. Okay. All right. Alright, let's go for this. Oh no. Do you still have your Norvatouch? Yes, I do. But I think I have that with, I don't have a Novatouch for it actually. I'm pretty sure that one has a, it has a Cooler Master Keys Pro S, or whatever it was called, the MX one, the MX internals one. I have that in it. Master Keys Pro S was my first board. Staffs were so ass. Yeah, they're bad. I mean, stock. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Do you think you'll want baby to learn Spanish or Korean first? I mean, they'll probably learn English first. Will I be capable of teaching them Spanish or Korean? Frankly, doubt. My bet is that they'll be speaking English for the most part. Yeah. Oh. You guys hear that? I'm not sure if you did. Not a no Sabo kid. Oh wait, that one's not a. Oh, oh, are you waiting? Sorry. Heard one squeak? That was him. Diego is going to be a super dad. You got it? Oh gosh. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Nice. Okay. Your siblings have kids? Not currently. My brother's family is actually expecting as well. So it will be like around the same time, actually. So a lot of busy time for my family. Will there be free daycare in New York City? I don't know yet. Might be too soon to tell. I know the 2K and the 3K programs are like underway for planning, but I don't know for the rest. Oh dang, he beat you guys? I don't know. I don't know actually like all the details. Thanks to Islamic Republic, yes. Thanks to Shakira law, yeah. Inshallah, it'll be close. Yeah, it's close. Yeah. That's what we're thinking. I think it's gonna be pretty close date wise. So Shakira law, what the fuck? Yeah, hips don't lie, baby. You got it wrong. Don't lie. Okay, I think every time you undo the DOEMS, you gotta recalibrate. So I'm just opening VIA again here to do that. Be pretty quick. Calibration. Okay. Okay. And then oh, this one. There we go. Oh, this one's like oh. That's good. All right. Let's see how it goes. Huh. Okay. All right. Home stretch. Indeed. All right, so let's fit them in now. Fits there, fits there. Okay. Do we pick keycaps yet? Yeah. LFK picked Deadbeats, I think. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Gonna bring Deadbeat stuff. I have it on here on the Beetle from Bub. So let's move those over. I think I'll have to use color for this. How early will you begin keyboard indoctrination? Not too soon. Probably. I would love for them to be interested in their own things that they like, and then they can be interested in things that other people, including myself, would be. Because I think it's fair that way. Like, I feel like I think this applies to kids in general, right? But like, I think it's nice when they develop their own sense of like the things they like and dislike. So yeah. Are you excited to wear dad stuff? Dad shirts? Use dad humor? Kinda? I mean, dad humor I kind of already use, I feel. Dad stuff, I don't know. We'll see with time. White New Balances. I do have some white New Balances, but they're not like the dad pack ones, so to speak. Okay, let me bring the rest of Deadbeats. I'll be right back. Okay, so rest of Deadbeats. Okay, so we need a. This is a 625. That's 625 here, right? Wait, is this right? Oh no, wait, that's 60. Will the 2U keys mount fine if there's no side stems? Generally they're okay. I think, right? It seems okay. You can put some. Maybe I can use some accents this time, right? I don't like the text-only accents because they're kind of like it looks so bare to me. Maybe use the red one to match the plate. Maybe I'll mix it up here. What 125U do we have here? Actually, not too much. It's just this one, and maybe I won't use the colored ones for that. Doesn't seem to go nicely. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's put the rest on. I think 625 looks nice on WinKey, personally. 7U is fine, but I do think 625 actually looks pretty nice on WinKey. Yeah, like on WinKey TKL cases like this. Didn't someone pick Red Alert before? No, before that, LFK wanted, Deadbeats, so we went with it. key. Is this R2, R1? I don't mind China blocker, I can't lie. Oh, CWKL. China when keyless is interesting. Not for me, to be honest, but I can't say I like despise it. I don't despise it. I actually don't. So yeah, it's alright. But I wouldn't get it for myself, that's for sure. It's like if I had a choice, why bother? It's kind of how I feel about it. Done, and let's put some keycaps. Got one here, and you know what? Maybe let's switch it up. Maybe since it is Deadbeats, we can put this bad boy, and maybe we can do the Sailor Moon bongos. How many personal MX Win keyboards do I have? TKLs, right? TKLs, because 60% are different, right? Like 2? I think. Yeah, I think 2. It's my guess. It's my guess is 2. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, if I include the fill code, then yeah, 3. Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, wait. 4. 4. Wait, no. DK. DK, Philco. What was the other one that I was thinking about? DK, Philco. 2? 3? What was I thinking about just now? Oh, was it the Norbatouch? I guess that technically counts, yeah. 3. 3. DK, Philco, Norbatouch. I think that's it. Okay. Let's try it out. Let's hope it works okay. Let's see here. Let's make this smaller. And is my side cam still working? I think it got moved earlier. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay. Let's try it out. Let me turn off this fan over here, and let me put on these guys for monitoring. And oh, actually, yes, the other board I was thinking about is the LGGH. I have an LGGH that's WinKey. Yeah. I was looking for a WinKeyless one back when I was looking for it, but I only found a WinKey one, so I was like, I think I'm happy with it. So I have a LGGH in WinKey black. All right. Oops. Let's try this out. All right, folks. All right, so here is the DynaCap EC Dolphin, the light DOEMS and Lube with 205. Okay, let's give it a shot with DCS Deadbeats. Whoops, I think I pressed a bunch of those F keys. Yeah, very roomy sound thanks to both the case itself being like a tall TKL, it's like a very high typing angle, and it also is a polycarbonate bottom. So yeah, no weights also inside. All right, let's hear the mods. Oh, it's stuck for whatever reason. The escape does get, it feels a little, it does come back, but it does feel a little not snappy, so I'm gonna take a look at that housing afterwards, but it's otherwise pretty good. It's pretty nice, right? I like it. I like it. Pretty good. I dig this a lot, actually. I think yeah, PC Dolphin EC-fied was an excellent choice. It's really good. Yeah, this came up very nice. It's pretty stiff because it is an alu plate and it's sandwich mount. So there's really no give. So it actually kind of feels like a real force. Obviously, an actual RF is different than this because of the steel plate, but this sandish mount with the alloy is plenty. But I like the combination with this and the DynaCap. The scratchiness actually adds a nice amount of texture to the sound, which I like it with the roominess. I think they complement each other pretty nicely. Maybe in some other like builds, like for the third party, like show and like all those, maybe DynaCap isn't like the best fit. But I think for these roomier cases, the scratchiness actually complements the sound. So I like that a lot. And yes, we can get a close up, of course. So I can show you the board from this view here, right? I'll just kind of put it like that. That's for our thumbnail here. It's a little messy over here, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so that's for our thumbnail for the VOD. Okay, and do you think the Poron silencing rings might sound better than the silicone ones? Maybe. I think it would be worth experimenting around. Yeah. Right? So, maybe. Okay. And so, here is the board itself. I mean, it doesn't look different from an MX build. Oops, sorry. Like, camera snapped there. And there's our side profile. As you can see, those cut housings just barely fit there. But looks good. You can see the TKL PCB and all the abundance of screws. The red plate sticking through is nice. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. But yeah, you can kind of see the reflection of the red plate there. It's a good combo. It's a nice combo. This turned out pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty nice. Oh, it feels better now that maybe I just need to break it in a little bit. Okay. A little sluggish, but still snaps back. Okay. Okay. I guess that's it for tonight. Do you clip the escape housing? I did. I clipped escape and tilde. I think. Yeah. Escape and tilde. Those are the ones that stuck out the most this way. And then from here it was this one, this one, this one, this one. 4 of them. 4 and 2. Yeah, those are all clipped. Clipped sort of. This one was one that I made a mistake on, but clipped similarly to that. Just like snipped off a little bit. But yeah, that worked nicely. Okay, folks. It is pretty late for me, and I gotta go to bed. So, you know, have work tomorrow. So, I will probably wrap it up here. Let's see. I don't think anybody should be streaming at this hour, but maybe there is. I don't think so. At least not in the keyboard side of things, right? Yeah, I don't think I see anybody, right? Okay. Guess we can rate whomever. Any suggestions, or maybe I can just take you to the ducks. All right. To the ducks we go. Alright, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed today's build. It was a long one, unanticipated. I actually expected this to be like an hour, but didn't expect the trouble we had. So here we had another extra 2 hours of content. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you later this week. Okay? Bye. Good night.